The Workers' Party of Korea, which has left unprecedented traces in the human history of party politics, is greeting the 80th anniversary of its founding. Then what is the invincible viability of the Workers' Party of Korea, which has written the only history of victory and glory for 80 years since its founding? The Korean people keep in their hearts the red flag of the Workers' Party of Korea with a hammer, a sickle, and a writing brush on it, because the party flag represents all the Korean people and carries their destiny. Look up to the people as the God and serve them. Devote yourselves to the people. Do all things by relying on the people and on their strength. These are the contents of the motto of the great leader Kim Il-sung, the founder of the Workers' Party of Korea, who believed in the people as in heaven. It became the physiology of the Workers' Party of Korea. The Workers' Party of Korea has made a long journey of service to the people since the day of its founding, October 10, 1945. The people's desire and demand were reflected in the lines and policies of the party, and the nation building depending on the people was promoted. The people, once stimulated, became the masters of the land, masters of factories, and masters of the country.
The Fatherland Liberation War was a terrible ordeal that came in 5 years after the founding of the Democratic People's Republic of Korea. But the Workers' Party of Korea remained unchanged in its nature for the people. The party enforced policies for the lives and future of the people one after another. Trucks for transport of war supplies were used to transport textbooks and notebooks for the children. University students who had worn military uniforms were recalled to their campuses from the front. It was the source of heroism displayed by Korean people who devoted their blood and lives without hesitation, chanting, "Long live the Workers' Party of Korea." It was the motive force of war victory that brought the U.S. imperialists, boasting of being the strongest in the world, to their knees. This is an equestrian statue symbolizing the Cholima era, when people accomplished the socialist revolution, established the socialist system, and carried out the historic task of socialist industrialization in the spirit of Cholima after the war. The horse riders of this statue are a worker and a farmer. Nowhere in the world can be found such an equestrian statue depicting worker and farmer as horse riders. It is the one and only equestrian statue which can be built by the Workers' Party of Korea, respecting the people as the most powerful beings and highly praising them as those working miracles.
This is the Grand People Study House in the heart of the capital city of Pyongyang. Kim Il-sung ensured that an immense edifice of disseminating science and culture for the people was built in the best place in the capital city he had vacated for tens of years. people had desired an imposing government building for its work to be built at the site, but it was used to build a house for the people. Kim Il-sung proposed naming it the Grand People Study House, in the meaning that it is a place where all people study, and said nobody has the right to change the name. Indeed, the Grand People Study House represents the real aspect of the Workers' Party of Korea, which regards the people as almighty beings and the God, and builds the society serving the masses of the people.
In the 1990s of manifold trials, many parties were forsaken by the people like a tree without root, and the working people reduced to homeless orphans in the countries where socialism collapsed. In socialist Korea, however, the Red Party flag fluttered more fiercely, and the hammer, sickle and writing brush on the flag glittered like gold all the time. The Workers' Party of Korea held higher the slogan, "We serve the people." The great leader Kim Jong-il, General Secretary of the Workers' Party of Korea, made an uninterrupted journey of Sungun, or military-first politics, as the people were the guard to be upheld forever and the life to be defended to the last. On the road, CNC-based machines worked with loud buzzing sound despite the moves of the hostile forces to demolish the bulwark of socialism, and new looks of prosperity appeared in the struggle to open the door of a powerful socialist country.
Today, the Workers' Party of Korea is making a big stride to build a powerful socialist country desired by the people. The 30th enlarged meeting of the Secretariat of the 8th Central Committee of the Workers' Party of Korea was held on January 27, 2025. The meeting took strong measures to more thoroughly establish the spirit of service to the people in the whole party. The meeting showed that though everything changes along with the change of generations and the lapse of time, the nature and character of the Workers' Party of Korea, with the people first principle as the mode of its existence and its discipline, can never be changed and should not be changed, and any defect cannot be allowed in any circumstances and conditions. It is the unshakable will of our party.
For the beloved people, this is the ardent desire kept deep in the heart of the respected comrade Kim Jong-un, General Secretary of the Workers' Party of Korea. Deep at night on May 15, 2022, Kim Jong-un called at a pharmacy in the city of Pyongyang. At that time, a public health crisis unprecedented in history, which can be called the great turmoil since the nation building, was created due to the inroads of malignant virus. The pharmacy was a very dangerous place since it was frequented by families of many fever cases even for a day, and its sales girls had gone through the pandemic. Kim Jong-un, however, went into the pharmacy without hesitation to learn about its operation in detail. Such devotion of his rallied the people more firmly behind the Workers' Party of Korea and wrought amazing miracles. The spirit of devoted service means one's greatest devotion. Making selfless, devoted efforts for the good of the people represents strict demand that the officials should work heart and soul for the interests and happiness of the people. Kim Jong-un is building the Workers' Party of Korea into the party, making selfless, devoted efforts for the good of the people, saying it is his foremost mission and steadfast will to defend the people formally and make them well off with nothing to envy in the world. The dangerous road, which may subside at any time due to typhoon and downpour, and the muddy road could not check the warm care of the Workers' Party of Korea for the people. There were produced a new legend in the era of the Workers' Party of vacating the building of our county party committee for the flood victims and touching stories concerning the decision made in a rubber boat and the party's decision adopted on flooded field.
There cannot be miracle and change apart from the people, for the Workers' Party of Korea, which regards it as its discipline to make selfless, devoted efforts for the good of the people and makes revolution to provide them with a happy life. Kim Jong-un considers that despite the unprecedented difficulties, higher goals should be set to realize the wish, ideal and desire of the people more quickly. Thanks to his high sense of mission, the Regional Development 20 × 10 policy was adopted, and another amazing reality of large expansion and development of the construction work for regional rejuvenation witnessed. People move into new houses, not only in the capital city but also in the rural communities, and marvelous entities of socialist civilization are built across the country to make the people happy. Some time ago, the Ragon County offshore farm was built in over 190 days, symbolizing the remarkable innovations and civilization of the regions. Even at present, ceaseless disasters due to war and climate are witnessed in all parts of the world, and homeless people are in the grip of uneasiness and sufferings. In the DPRK, however, people carry on construction to enjoy a happy life with optimism about the future.
The Workers' Party of Korea has never been away from the people, but advanced the revolution, always regarding them as the guard over the 80 years since it was founded. That is why the Korean people call and follow the Workers' Party of Korea as the Great Motherly Party. The 80-year-long history of the Workers' Party of Korea shows that only the Revolutionary Party, making selfless, devoted efforts for the good of the people, with them as the root of life and the guard, can have the eternal viability and write only the history of victory and glory.